Here are the pointers and concepts that we went over in today's class. I wanted to help you draw a smoother sound with your bow to avoid scratches and crunches. I reminded you to hold your bow vertically so you could feel the lightness of the bow in your hand. The bow weighs about 1/7 of a pound, so it doesn't take a lot of strength to hold it. With the correct bow hold, the bent thumb, the curved fingers, and the pinky on top, aim towards your string and very gently touch the string as silently as you can, and just leave it there for a moment. Move over to the D string, lifting your arm to the same plane as the bow and string. Practice wiggling the fingers, just being very gentle with the bow. See if you can wiggle your fingers and support the bow, and just listen to the natural weight of the bow resting on the string, just in the lower half of the bow, without doing any work in your hand, just listening for the sound that the bow draws out of the violin, resting just on the very surface. Now, we lean the index finger this way, aim for the left side of the string and tug, and we can get a deeper and richer sound without any vertical pressure straight up and down on the bow. You must stay on the same plane. You want to lean on the index finger and pull on the bow. Tug. You also want to do what we refer to as the crescent bow. This was the concave, banana shape, canoe shape bow stroke. Start with your hand in towards your face, which causes the tip of the bow to be pointed away from your face. Again, with the very lightest of touches, stay pulled in until you get to the middle where the square or rectangle is. From this point onward, you push out with your lower arm. Now the tip of the bow is toward you and your hand is pushed out away from you. So the crescent bow involves being pulled in at the frog, straightening out in the middle, and then pushing out at the tip. If you follow these principles of the correct bow hold, no excess vertical pressure, bow arm on the same plane as the bow and string, and follow this crescent bow, you should be able to draw a smooth sound. In addition to this banana or canoe, crescent, moon, bow shape, we are also leaning on the left side of the string on the down bow for a deeper sound, and rolling the hair over to the right side of the string on the up bow. So the combination of this movement and this movement gives you your full sound without scratch and scrunch. The next thing we talked about was learning how to drop the wrist and lift the wrist to assist in the string crossings. In the tune She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain, we wanted you to let your wrist fall down just a little bit and then come back up to the same level as your arm. You are using the back muscles in the lower part of the bow dropping the wrist on the down bow and then lifting the wrist on the up bow. So the feeling is of sinking in on the down bow and then going limp like this on the up bow. We don't want an extreme gooseneck position, and we don't want a heavily pushed down and forward position to the wrist. This is just a gentle movement like so. Down, up, down, up. Cross the string over here with the wrist. Come back. Again. Down, up, down, up. Drop the wrist down on the down bow, but lift your arm a little bit over to the G string, and then rock over to the D string. Faster will look like this. The other concept that we talked about was learning the minor scale pattern, where you put your second finger a half step above your first finger. Demonstrating on the D string, that would sound like this. F natural, E, and F natural, half step. We applied this to the tune Hot Cross Buns. I'll demonstrate it also on the G string. That, combined with the higher second finger location next to the third finger, will give you the ascending melodic minor scale pattern. Same thing can be done on the D and A string for the D minor. And on the A and E strings for the A minor. You may also elect to use the fourth finger on the way up, which will require a large elbow level movement backwards when you cross to the first finger. Again, look at the large elbow level movement. Finally, I demonstrated the legato bow stroke, which means two or more notes connected smoothly in one bow. And of course, you can do more than two.